Do you remember this video from last year? It shows a local 6-year-old removed from her classroom and taken to a mental health facility. This was happening under the Baker Act. And now there's a push to change this. More than 37,000 children in Florida were detained under the Baker Act last year. News4Jax reporter Joe McLean is joining us. And Joe, one pediatrician says this needlessly traumatizes children.
Yes, and could cause lasting damage, according to opponents. And just as a reminder, the Baker Act has been around for nearly 50 years, and it's meant to give law enforcement or school authorities the ability to detain people who are impaired because of a mental illness. Today, critics said it's being applied far too often and on children far too young.
You gonna be good? You're not gonna throw nothing around like you did in there, are you?
About a year ago, we reported when this Jacksonville 6-year-old was taken out of school by police, put in a JSO cruiser, and taken to a mental health facility. She had been Baker Acted. Years earlier, the girl had been diagnosed with ADHD, and her mother said she was having a tantrum in school, but said the school and police crossed a line.
They said that they did that as an attempt to calm her down. My baby was scared. She wanted me.
More than 37,000 children were detained under the Baker Act last year in Florida. And in a massive virtual rally this morning, critics of the policy said it's not being used judiciously, causing trauma to children.
And when they are Baker Acted, they are handcuffed by police, taken in cop cars, and deeply traumatized as they are carted off for days at a time to psychiatric facilities. They may or may not get to speak to their families for those days.
Pediatrician Dr. Tommy Schechtman said the trauma doesn't go away after the holding time of 72 hours.
And we are, in fact, causing more trauma to our children that will be lifelong. This is a trauma that we are inflicting upon our children that as a pediatrician, I am just horrified by this. This is, in my mind, a case of child neglect, maybe even bordering on child abuse.
Now, to be clear, the more than 20 groups that held the rally today, they're not saying they want the Baker Act repealed, but rather they want schools and law enforcement agencies to only use it when absolutely needed. There are a couple of bills in the state legislature right now. One would expand the Baker Act's use. Another would fund safe school officers and require parents to be notified anytime the act is used. The coalition today said it's backing the latter of those two. Joy.
Joe McLean reporting live for us. Joe, thank you.